everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout, and I'm scrapping another photograph of my granddaughter here. So this kind of was inspired by that black heart paper here, which is from Maggie Holmes' Carousel. It's the Carried Away paper, and she's wearing that red with black outfit. Now this is kind of crazy. I don't normally do this. Usually I pull some colors, like the main color, which to me would be red here, and add that to the background, but instead I grabbed the black, and I'm going to use spots of yellow throughout this to kind of work with what she's doing, and it's significant to my memory of this photograph anyway. So then I grabbed this big die cut. That's from the Maggie Holmes Flourish ephemera. I had seen it when I was looking for some other ones, and I thought, oh, this would be perfect for this photograph, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. So that is from the Flourish ephemera, and then I have this striped paper. It's yellow and pink striped, and that's from Maggie Holmes Carousel, the sprinkles paper. So I'll back that with the floral there. So lots of layers here today, and that is the Maggie Holmes Flourish Maidenhair paper. That's what the floral paper is. So I'll just back that, and I love the paper, but it's really busy. And I have certainly done layouts before where I use a full sheet of that in the background, and do some sort of block to kind of tone it down a little bit, but I'm not doing that today. My other favorite technique with a big floral like that is to make it a border in the background and then put like an 11 by 11 or 11 and a quarter is one of my favorite layouts or measurements. So now I'm kind of trying to decide whether I like this crosshatch or the polka dot as the background there, and I'm thinking polka dot at first, and this I believe is a Maggie Holmes paper as well. But first I'm going to ink all my edges here in my favorite Memento Dewdrop in gray flannel, and I'm doing that because it really helps set off the edges of the paper. Even though most of these are from Carousel, it still is going to really help you see it. So then I'm also thinking about maybe this black and white paper. Now really seeing this, I don't really care for that, so I'm glad I didn't decide on that. Found that kind of peachy pink paper because there's a little bit of peachy pink in that house there. And then I thought, oh, how about all those houses? No, maybe the little black and white stripe, but I think that's a little bit, it's not bold enough. Thought about this one, which kind of had the peachy and the pink in it, but I think it's a little bit too bold, and I didn't like how the two stripes fight each other there. So that's why I decided not to do that, and I'm still continuing to look. I liked that one, but it was so light, and the photo and everything is so dark, which really this would have been beautiful on there now that I really look at that. So then I end up going back to this one, which was kind of like my second choice paper. That is from Maggie Holmes Sunny Days. It's the Margarita paper. And then I like that black and white polka dot, but I thought it was too much because the spacing on that was about the same as the spacing for the hearts, the size. So you look at patterns in terms of small, medium, and large kind of to get your patterns correct, and that's what I did there. So now I'm just going through a box of die cuts from Maggie Holmes, and it's just all sorts of glitter things. It's I have crepe paper and Maggie Holmes both, so that's what I'm doing here, is just kind of going through and trying to figure out what I like. That's true also of that heart tag that came from that same box there. And I kind of like the way that the paint chip kind of bridges the gap between the houses and the top of the photo. It's not such a big drop off. So now I'm thinking about maybe using one of those other cards as journaling, but I also still need something to back this. So I used a paper, and I didn't write that down, guys, so sorry, but I used one of the cut apart papers where you just have cut apart receipts and that kinds of things, and I cut that piece apart. If you really want to know what that is, just put it in the comments and I can look it up and figure out what it is, because I still have lots of pieces of that left. So then I decide I'm going to back the XOXO on that paper, and yeah, the lines are going the opposite way, but I'm not using it for journaling. And then I decided, instead of the lighter pink, which was behind the heart, I want to do the darker pink, just because the XOXO is on a darker pink, so it just looks a little bit better to my eye. So then you can't really, there we go, now you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting my glue on there and gluing it down that way. Alright, so I like the little bit of gold. Now I am looking for some gold for the other side because I think that it needs it. The 2 would have been perfect, but she's not 2 here. There's no 2 related to this at all. So I'm just kind of looking to see what I have in that box of die cuts. And this is, like I said, many collections pulled together. So the significance behind this is my granddaughter around Christmas of last year, and we went away for a couple of days together, all the family, and or the family and me. I guess it is I. Anyway, I'll interrupt my story there. I found that leaf, that gold leaf, and I just like the little touch of gold that put on there, so I'm going to use that. So she here is about 9 months old, and she was playing with her brother's Christmas present, actually, which was a little kind of stove and dishes, and it was so cute because it was the first time I'd seen her do something like that per se. So that's why the house is, because it was kind of a little domestic. She's playing with the stove kind of a thing. So some of those things that you can do in your book or on your layouts can be things that are important to you or help spark the memory in your mind, but that people looking through it might not understand. And I still don't quite understand why I like that black and red plaid picture on this pink and yellow layout, but it works. And turquoise, a little bit of turquoise there, and I think it works because of the black heart paper. If I hadn't put that on, it would not have worked. It would have clashed too much with all the pinks and yellows especially. So now I'm looking at these little puffy stickers. I haven't used any of these, but I just got them at Tuesday morning not long before this. Those panda stickers are from Maggie Holmes' Willow Lane. It's the puffy stickers from Willow Lane. And I just thought it was cute. She has that little bear on her outfit there, and she wore that a lot when she was this age. It was so cute on her, and obviously she doesn't have a panda on there, but bear and bear. So I'm just going to put 3 of those on the layout, kind of scattered them in each of the embellishment clusters there. And embellishment clusters being kind of a loose thing to call these, because there's not a lot of clustering here, they just sort of are. Alright, so now I grab my box of twine because I want to put some twine, and I keep it in an old cigar box, want to use it on the tag here. So I grabbed I think this is from probably We Are Memory Keepers So Easy Floss, but I don't know that for sure. I didn't write it down. But that's where a lot of my twine was from. I bought it, you buy a little bit a few years ago and it lasts like forever. It's kind of like washi tape, right? Alright, so now I'm thinking about what I want to do for an alpha, and I decided I wanted to get a little more of the turquoisey color there, and I do love this Maggie Holmes alpha from, it's chipboard, and it's from the Carousel collection, and its name is Maggie. So I thought that would be cool on this because I love the color. So I was just kind of testing the color to see if I liked it. Trying to decide. Now, I was going to use like Baker or something like that on here. I wanted to do like little Baker or something, but that wasn't working because it wasn't enough. Plus I didn't like the fact that I had to take that V and turn it upside down to make the A. I'm out of A's in this set. They went really fast. So what I'm going to do here is call this growing, and the reason that is, of course, is because she's growing. She's doing things that she's not done before, which hopefully is true of all of us, right? But for her, it's really important because she's little, so little here. All right, guys, there is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye.